Hey there, Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me for day 3 of our 5 classic rock licks by the box. So we did a box 1 lick the first day, a box 2 lick yesterday. Today we are doing a box 3 lick. Now, most people know boxes 1 and 2. Box 3 is where I tend to lose people, particularly when it comes to actually knowing a lick. And so I've got a really good one for you today because this shows off a particular move that you really should know in box 3. It's actually really quite useful. So before we do anything, let's make sure that we're all talking about the same thing. Now, we were in the key of A minor, so box 1 started at the 5th fret, box 2 at the 8th fret, box 3 will start at the 10th fret, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 10, 13, 10, 12. Again, don't get too married to any one fingering. You'll see that I kind of randomly move my fingers around to play whatever I need to play. And that's kind of where you should be at. To make the blues variant, we need the 11th fret on the 6th string, the 13th fret on the 4th string, and the 11th fret on the top string. And as always, remember the minor pentatonic and the minor blues scale, functionally equivalent. You can always substitute one instead of the other. We don't have a blue note in today's lick. That's just because there wasn't one in there. It happens. Probably about 20% of the licks I play have a blue note in there somewhere. The rest of them don't. That's okay. Doesn't matter. All right. So now that we're sure we're talking about the same thing, let's talk about the lick itself. What I love about it, again, starting with what I call the big bend. The other thing that we're going to do, notice that we're bending to a root. This is actually the same thing we did in the very first lick. We bent the G up to the root. But you might have thought, man, that was kind of hard. You might have had to bend with your pinky, but look how easy it is here. It's so easy to bend the 12th fret on the 3rd string. And hold it up, we can hold it, it's up a whole step. You can add a little sugar if you want to. It's very subtle when we do that, right? Then I'm going to strike the A and the C. So it's 1 and 2 E and Now I'm going to repeat it, but without holding the bend so long. So this will be 3 E and 4 E and So that whole thing, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Now we're going to go up to the D, 1 E and Now we're going to do what I call a tweedly. So instead of just coming down, we were at the 12th fret. I could just come down to the 10, come down to the 13, come down to the 10, come down to the 12. That would be an easy way to play this. 2 and 3 and 4, right? That would be super easy. I could play this whole bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm just kind of walking down the scale. But it's cooler to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So this, what I call a tweedly, is just a hammer on and pull off to the note, the upper note in the box. So when I'm on the lower note in the box, I hammer on, then I go down to the next note, then when I'm on the lower note on a string, I hammer on and pull off, and go down to the next one. Right, I can do it all I want. And I'm sure you've heard that sound before. It's not an uncommon thing to do. But I think it works particularly well in box 3. So if I put this whole thing together, and I'll count just 8th notes first. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And it's kind of easier to count it that way because of the triplets, the tweedlies. Otherwise, you're going to have to, if we count it with 16th notes, you're going to end up kind of playing it as like 2E and 2E and 3 and It's a little bit funky, but I'll show you. I'll do it. 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2E and 3E and 4E and just kind of doesn't work quite as well. But you can certainly still do it. If that's more comfortable to you, then do that. But since all the 16th notes are in pairs, it's really pretty straightforward to just count it in eighth notes like that. So again, like I always say, get the count down. Print out the PDF of the tab, write the numbers down, do what I do, say what I say, everything will work out, and you'll learn something, okay? So, assuming you can play that, right? You want to get to the point where you can 1E and 2E and play it. 1E and 2E, 3E and 4E and 1 and 3 and 4. When you can do that, count out loud and play it. Let's turn on the jam track and do some trading real quick. Make sure you pay attention because I'm going to end right at the end of the bar. You got to jump in. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You. Me again. And that is our box 3 lick. Very cool sound. I hope you'll take some time. This is probably going to be a little bit more challenging for most people simply because you don't have a lot of box 3 licks. You probably have even less of boxes 4 and 5, which we'll be handling tomorrow and the day after. So I hope you will join me for that. As always, I will leave a link to my new 50 Classic Rock Licks by the Box course. I will leave a link to the PDF and the jam track for you to download. Remember, the new course is on sale this week for its release. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. Hope you're enjoying these licks. These are not licks from the course. I decided it would be fun to sort of make a bonus, if you will. So for the people that already have the course, they're still getting a new lick out of the video today. So hope you have some fun. As always, if you got guitar playing friends that you think would dig this series, I hope you'll certainly share it with them. As always, I'm Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.